Okay, how's it going? So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I ended up getting promoted. Can you believe this? I was soft inting. I was stealing experience from my own team, right? I was trying to lose the game, and somehow the enemy team was so bad they ended up losing the game anyway. They were in terms of gold. In terms of gold, I'll show you. Like in terms of gold, they had 6.5 players on their team against 3.5. That was the game, effectively speaking, right? Because the way I was playing, I was just stealing farms, stealing experience, and they still ended up losing the game, right? Look at this guy farm, right? 139 farm at 35 minutes. He had 80 farm at about 12 minutes. So for 22 minutes, he was only able to get 39 farm because I was just stealing all his farm. He was minus, I repeat this, minus 3 levels behind the Yasuo player. And Yasuo still ended up losing to him somehow, right? They have on their team Master Yi, the most overpowered champion late game. And I denied this guy farm as well, right? A lot of farm. This guy was actually extremely good player. I think he's a smurf. So you see how little farm they have, right? Do you see? Because I took all the farm. And look at the experience, right? Despite the fact that they have so many kills, they're still on the same levels as those guys. Because I took all the experience, right? And they still, like, look at the damage dealt, right? I didn't do anything for the whole game. I was making sure that the enemy team wins, and they somehow ended up losing the game. Look at the gold advantage, right? 5,000 gold advantage. They had 5,000 gold advantage plus experience because I stole experience, right? And they ended up losing the game. Can you imagine bronze players? It's like you tell them precisely what to do in order to get rich, right? To get rich, and they still somehow you even take their money and you just invest on their behalf. You do possible, everything possible, and they still end up broke, right? These guys, right? I was doing everything in my power to make sure that they win the game. Everything in my power, right? I denied the minions. Like I pissed off our mid laner. He even AFK'd for a while, right? I stole the minions from the top laner. I stole the minions from the right. I maybe could have done better on jungle, right? Because I didn't steal the jungle of my team. I think they were able. I think Tristana was able to farm the jungle. I should have taken the jungle. But I mean, dude, you have to understand. 5k experience, 3 levels advantage, and they still ended up losing somehow. And I cannot complain and say, okay, well, the only kind of difficult champion to play in here is Yasuo on the enemy team. But I mean, dude, we have Yone on our team. That's a difficult champion. Viego is also quite difficult champion to play, right? Especially if you're 3 levels behind. And they still ended up losing somehow. You see, like, if you look at the farm, they are, like, ahead, you know? And experience-wise, they are ahead. How? What? I just give up, basically, on, like, League of Legends. Like, if you want to, you have to play one-on-one. There's no other way, right? Because it's a coin flip, right? It's a coin flip. It's like You see, the reason why I get teammates, the reason why I get enemy team that is brain dead, literally brain dead. I mean, the enemy team, you have to understand, they lost the game 7 versus 3, effectively. With 5k advantage and 3 levels up, they still ended up losing the game, right? The reason why I get placed is because my account is on a like 0 winning streak. Do you see? Because you see, this kind of shows you that it's definitely 100% rigged, this system, to push you to have 50% win rate. I noticed that when I was playing, I was playing one-on-one, and I saw some players that were so bad. I thought to myself, "No, dude, how is that guy? Like, imagine he plays normal games. There is no way he'll be able to play, right?" And surprisingly enough, he had 40, I think it was something like 48% win rate, right? A guy is so bad and he has 48% win rate. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking to myself, how is that possible? So the system works like this, right? If you are ridiculously bad, so like this account that I have right now mimics behavior of a ridiculously bad player. I mean, ridiculously bad. But you see my win rate is slowly creeping up. Do you know what I'm saying? So what the system is going to do now, watch, like, how are these guys silver 4? Think about it. These are definitely by skill level, they're definitely iron players. They have to be iron players, right? Because there's no way they should have lost this, right? And they are somehow in silver 4, right? Think about my account, right? I have 25% win rate, right? And I'm in bronze 1. I'm in silver 4 division playing right now. Look at my KDA, right? 0.17, 0.5, 0.23. I'm effectively a feeder. How can I be in silver, right? How can these guys be in silver? That's because the system is rigged, right? And that's just evidence, right? I'm telling you, see, if you go to like 10%, well, it's probably impossible to get a 10% win rate. I've never seen 10% win rate, right? What's going to happen is the system is going to put smurfs in your team and take brain dead people and put them on the, because my account right now is probably marked for being a brain dead person, right? So for example, my win rate, let's say my win rate gets to 43%, and somebody on another side is experiencing 25% win rate. What they're gonna do is they're gonna put me on the enemy team and take the guy with 17% win rate and put him with a smurf, right? That will guarantee that the guy with 17% rate with the smurf is going to win, because, right, this account in here is a feeding account, right? So all you have to do is put 2 or 3 of this account on the enemy team and a smurf or a decent player into the other team, and it does, and the rest of the players don't matter at that point in time, right? They don't matter, because whoever gets the smurf and the 3 feeders on the enemy team, on the team, is going to lose, right? The smurf is just going to the smurf team. So what I'm trying to say is they're saying that the winning and loser queue is a myth. No, it's not. 100% true, right? 100% true, right? Because how else, right? How else? I also noticed reverse is true. If you win like 6 or 7 games in a row, oh, dude, right? There's gonna be a switch. Sometimes it happens, and then you're gonna get placed on teams where these guys are on your team like for 6 or 7 games in a row, right? And God forbid you win 2 more. Ooh, they're probably gonna take a purchase. They're gonna take account like this. You see this one, which is a feeder account, and they're gonna yoink like 3 of them into your team. There is no chance you're gonna win, right? If on your team you have 3 of me doing what I do right now, right? There is no way on the face of the galaxy you're winning, right? And the system knows this, right? So that's called winners and losers queue. So that's what I'm saying. It's real, 100% real. All right. Take care.